Okay, we have another Grand Prix Rivals race. I'm going to be utilizing a newly acquired McLaren Honda, and this race takes place at Indianapolis Motor Speedway as I head out for qualifying. And here I come up to begin my first lap of qualifying. And I end up qualifying 8th. And let's have a look at the competition. So we've got another McLaren, a Honda, a Ferrari 641. Looks like Michael Jordan, another Ferrari, Honda McLaren. There I am in the 5150 Honda McLaren. And another Honda McLaren with the stock kind of paint job that they come with. A Red Bull car, another Ferrari, and there's more people behind. My best lap was 38.956, which is, just flying, but it's still, I qualified 8th, even with that kind of lap time. And we're off. Now this guy here slams into me and I end up spinning out and things really get bad and I'm not able to work my way off the wall and I drop all the way down to 21st place. So if I want to have anything close to a respectable finish, I've got my work cut out for me. Now, thankfully, this car that I'm in is quite a bit faster than most of the other cars on the track, and the tires just absolutely grip through these corners at, 230 miles an hour. We've got no problem carving through these corners with these tires. And in the straightaways, I'm able to get up to about 235, and then you're not lifting off the throttle at all. You're flat out punched the whole way. And you lose speed because of the scrubbing of the tires as you go through the corner. So I'm already catching up to this guy right here. And I'm not going to have any problem passing him. I end up swinging wide there and bumping into the wall, but I'm still able to catch back up to this guy pretty quickly. And I get past him on this back straightaway back here. I duck underneath him and I get past him, and that was a Ferrari. And then here's the next little group of cars that are coming up, and that guy's bumping into cones, and he's all over the place, so I swing a little bit to the left, and I fly past this guy, which is also a Ferrari. And so at coming through this little timing section, 229, 230, you get up to about 234 on this back straightaway section. Going through turn 3 and turn 4, you're able to carry a phenomenal amount of speed. Somebody just slammed into the wall right there, and I'm able to pass that guy, so I'm all the way up to 14. And I do know that, you know, this is a 20 lap race. So I am going to have to pit for tires. Now I try to duck underneath this guy, but I wasn't able to, and I ended up tagging him in the rear end, which is not something that I like to do, but he didn't wreck and neither did I, so no harm, no foul. And no penalty assessed or anything, so that's just racing. But I managed to get up to 13, and you got 15 laps left. Now here's a little group of cars coming up on me, and this is kind of going to be a little bit of a challenge. That guy spins out, that guy spins out. I end up going off track a little bit there, and I get a time penalty for it. But had I not swung wide, I would have ended up hitting, you know, at least some of those guys. And now I got this guy in my sights. And it looks like I'm going to be able to get him on the straightaway here. Another Ferrari. And I'm up to 9th. And I'm closing the gap on this guy in front of me, so I feel fairly confident that I'm going to be able to catch him. He's 1.2 seconds, but that gap keeps shrinking as I make my way further around the track. And I'll probably be able to get him on this straightaway right here. Maybe, maybe not. I got it down to about half a second. And I swing around him on this corner here. And that's a notorious corner at Indianapolis where they say that you're not supposed to pass on the outside. And I passed him on the outside. Same thing with this corner. They say do not attempt to pass on the outside. And this guy hits me and spins me out, which really messes things up. And I end up getting all the way back to 13th place. 14th place. But it doesn't take me long to get back up to speed. And I already know that I'm faster than these people. So getting past them again shouldn't be that big of a challenge. The problem is all the people that are in front of the race, they're now further ahead of me. And so even though I'm faster than these people in the back of the pack, and there's cones all over the track that are damaging my bodywork, so I decided to pull into the pits. It's the 9th lap, and I decided to get new tires because I spun out, and that puts flat spots on the tires. So the hard tire compound, no fuel. I got plenty of fuel, so 2.7, pretty fast pit stop. But I come out of the pits in 20th place. So once again, I've got my work cut out for me to have any kind of a respectable finish. And that person that just went past me, I believe that's one of the leaders, but I'm not positive on that. And the other thing that I noticed is for some reason after I left the pits, the car doesn't seem to be going quite as fast as it was. Because in certain spots in the previous session, I was actually able to get up to 237. But in this, after I left the pits, I'm only able to get up to 234. Now that's not to say that that's not fast, because it is fast. You know, things happen really fast when you're traveling at that kind of speed. Um, and some of these people on track, they're going to pit for tires. So hopefully I'm going to be able to gain spots as a result of that. But my main focus right now is trying to first catch and then get past these people that are in front of me. And I do seem to be closing the gap a little bit, so um, I feel confident that I'll be able to get past them. And here's one guy coming out of the pits, so I gained a spot there, and I try to go around the outside of this guy, and that didn't work. And those guys collide, that guy spins out, and now I'm trying to get back up to speed because I brushed into the wall really hard. And thankfully, you know, the way that they have this particular series of races set up, there's no damage associated with the cars. Because in normal circumstances, any of these collisions or brushing the wall or bumping the wall, you're out of the race. The guys in the pits are not going to be able to fix that. You know, bent tie rods or whatever. So I'm currently sitting in 11th. And I've gained a lot of spots because people have pitted to get tires. And there's another guy that I just went, that was a lap traffic. So I'm able to get past this guy, at least wise I thought so, and he just swung over and slammed right into me. And there's a collision with no penalty. Now that guy did get a time penalty for doing that, but that knocked me back into 11th place and severely slowed me down. Now I'm in 12th, 13th. Another guy bumps into me. Now I'm in 14th place. Trying to get back up to speed. Here's another guy, bumps into me. Now I'm in 17th place, and they give me a time penalty for him bumping into me. So that's, I don't understand that, but you know, it's what it is. So this guy seems to be going quite a bit slower. I don't know what the deal is with this guy. I duck underneath him and I actually go off track there to get around him. And I, of course, get a time penalty for doing that. These guys tangle here. That one guy spins out. And I'm catching this guy. And hopefully this guy doesn't do some crazy move when I pass him. And so I was able to get past him with no problem. But I didn't catch that guy's name. He was in a red Ferrari, I know that. But I don't know what the gamer tag of that particular guy. Here's another Ferrari that I passed. That might be him, I don't know. This guy, he's squirrely, he's all over the place. Not holding a very consistent line. He's into the cones. And I'm able to get past him. Here's another guy. Pretty colorful car. I'm able to get past him, so I'm back up to 10th. But I only got 2 laps left. And the leader is 82 seconds in front of me. the next guy, the next guy in front of me, he's, 7 point something seconds ahead of me. I am ever so slightly closing the gap on him. It's down to 6.8, 6.5. So if there was a lot more laps, I'd be able to catch him. But I've only got, a lap and a half left. And I'm almost down into the 5 second range where I've got him. So I'm clearly making my way around the track faster than he is, but there's just not enough laps left for me to be able to catch him. It's down a little bit into the 5 second range, but I won't be able to close that gap in just one lap. Couple of laps, yeah, but not just one lap. And the race ending, little warning, I got moderate tire wear, but I'm not going to pit. This is the last lap. So I got the leader, the guy in front of me, I got him down to 3.8 seconds, so I definitely would have been able to catch that guy. But I end up finishing ninth. And then I dropped down considerably because of the time penalties, and I end up finishing 12th. So that's my race at Indianapolis with my McLaren Honda. I hope you liked it, and I will see you on the racetrack.